Hello guys, very good morning to all. Today I going to discuss class level variable. Today I going to explain about class or level variable. What does it mean by class level? What are the class level variable? And those topic I want to explain. I also explain the scope of the local variable and also the scope of static variable and the non-static variable scope. Okay, this is not explain. First of all, class level variable means what? Class level variable means the variable which are present in class level. Those are called class level variables. Okay. We must create class level variable only. We must create class level variable only if we want access a value through the class from all its method. To the class from all its method. Okay. I give an example to you. Please see the example and tell me the what is the output. Observe the output. Okay. I define a class. Class name suppose create a class. Class name is example. In example class, I declare a non-static variable int x equal to 10. Int x equal to 10, and I want to access x value from main method. Then I like system.out.println x system.out.println x. Then tell me, okay, I got save it. Yes, I save it from yes practice set. Yes, I created example class. Exam save the save name. Okay. Then tell me though, what is the output of the program? What is the output in the program? Yes. What do you think? Is it 10? Is it answer is 10? Right or wrong? Answer is 10, right or wrong? Wrong. Answer is not 10. Because while you looking, maximum people, student are looking the just whatever given above, not looking the actual what is happening by compiler what is doing by JVM. Always JVM look the mm, rules and regulations follow. Student and follow always whatever right above. Okay. Whenever I try to compile, simple compiler through error. What is the error? Is read the correct non-static variable x cannot be referred to static context. That means what? This is a non-static variable. I explained that non-static variable get memory when object created. So that's time we can access it, but still now the variable x not get memory, so that it will compile time error. Non-static variable cannot refer to static variable. Okay, this is a compile time error. That means suppose if you are not memory, then how in a pen drive, suppose in a pen drive there is no memory, then how can you transfer data or not? You cannot transfer it, so that point also implement that in the x is still now not get memory, but you want to give the memory, but so that you cannot compile it. Okay, this is all about compilation point of view. Okay, then second thing I want to tell a rule. What is the rule of uh, class level variable rules? Rule is that non-static variable and non-static variable method must be accessed with the object static method. Non-static variable and methods must be accessed with object static methods, else it's give the compiled error. Non-static variable cannot refer to static context. Because non-static variable, why we get this type of error? Because non-static variable and non-static method doesn't get memory directly at the time class loading. That when the class load directly, they not doesn't get memory. So what is the rule? Rule number one is non-static, and I start for non-static variable and non-static method. And then non-static method must be accessed with object from static method. I insert sm. I write static sm means static method. Okay. Else it gives compile time error cl. This is compile time error. What error? Non-static variables non-static variables cannot reference to static context. This is the compile time error. Okay, so this is the first rule. For this rule, I give a simple example that is easy to understand. I give a programming example. Suppose, yes, this where is my edit plus? Yes, this is my edit plus. I'm declare a class name is simple. I declare a class name is example. In the class I declare I created I declare static int variable static a equal to 10, and also another int variable int b equal to 20. There is two static variable I declare, and also I declare non-static variable int x equal to 30 and int y equal to, those are non-static variable, equal to 40. Okay, I write above, I write those are called static variables, static variables, and those are called non-static variables. Okay, those are called non-static variables, right or no? Right. Okay, then after that I want to declare main method. I want to declare main method public static void main string array args. This is the main method. In the main method I want to define some local variable. Local p equal to suppose 50 and another local variable int q equal to 16. Okay, those are called in inside method. Those variable declare, those are called local variables. They are called local variables. Okay, then I want to access the a and v value. I want to access from x value. What mean? How can I access? See the output system dot out by using system dot println. I can access x value or a value. Then a simple write a. Okay. Then when I try to compile, it is happily compiled. There is no compiled error. Whenever I try to run, also to run, give the output 10. Main method static variable initialize and they get memory and they, what is the output 10. Then I want to again come and to access b variable b. Then it also happily compile, that no compile timer. It is also it's good. No compile timer. See, there is no compile timer. 1020 display. So there is no static variable. See, there is no compile time error. Okay. Then then I want to access then I want to access the non-static variable. I want to access the non-static variable. Non-static variable name is system x. Non-static variable are called x, int x and int y. I want to access int x, int y. Whenever trying to compile it, simple compiler through a non-static variable cannot refer to static variable. That means still now non-static variable not get memory, so that they give compile time error. If you want to access y, same error. Those with non-static variable doesn't get memory, so that throw the error compile timer, simple compile time error. Those two are compiled error because of they are non-static. Still now they didn't get memory. So I want to comment it, those two lines. I want to access. Then I want to access. Then you have a question. Then how can I access the non-static variable? How can I access non-static from main method? Whenever try to access non-static variable from main method, then you have to create object. I create object e equal to new example. This is the object. New keyword create object. Okay, this is creation of object. E is a object reference and example is a example class object. Okay, this is the example class. After creating object, then I can access it. And then I want to access the variables. Simple copy and paste. Oh, shit. Okay, I want to paste it and try to compile it. Look at that. It's written. This is oh sorry, this is written just, this is also get compile time error because of reason what, whenever you try to access non-static variable, whenever you trying to access non-static variable, simple directly by name you cannot access, directly by name you cannot access. So you have to access the non-static variable by using object reference. Object reference what, e, I already told that e is a what, e is a is a object reference. By through of object reference you can access the non-static variable, then you have to access, then simple write e dot x, then whatever write e dot x, simple it is compiled, there is no compiler, also execute, then value also x value show 30. Now that whatever point given this example, this example you got that the points that you have concluded that whenever you try to non-static variable and static variable, they directly not accessed, it is accessed through the creating of object. Whenever I create object, that time also directly by name they does not access, we can access the non-static variable by using object reference, by using object reference. If the same I want to y value, then simple write y code compile, there is no compile timer, they look at, and also 30 40, okay, x variable 30, y variable 30 40, execute. And if you want to access, if you want to access local variable, then there is no rule. If you want to access local variable simple in main method you can access. So we are right, local variable directly by the name you can access, directly by name you cannot access by object reference, you cannot access by object, you can simply write by its name, calling by name, simple compile execute, see the regular 50 a p value 50, it is a local variable. Local variable can be called by, see the output, the access by directly by name, not by reference. Non-static variable are accessed by object reference, object reference e the example, it's example class object, so through example class object we can access it. Okay, I think you observe that the final point I have to conclude this example, static variable, if you want to access in any method you can access, there is no problem. In static variable you want to access any static method or non-static method or main method, there is no problem, happily execute code, execute and compile also. If you want to access non-static variable in static method, then it will give a compile time error, so you have to create an object, through object you can call it, and by through object reference see the result in console. Uh, if it is static, non-static variable access by static, then you have to create object. If it is a non-static, also there is a non-static method, then there is no need of object creation, only creation object by what, creation in static variable. Okay, static block. This is about point about look class loop variable. Okay, then there is a question that arises, can you declare local variable or parameter as static? Then a question simple asked by student, question is what, can I declare local variable and parameter variable as static? Simple question. Then this question answer is simple that no, local variable cannot be declared as static. It leads to compiled error that illegal start of exception. We cannot in the local variable, simple local variable cannot access by static. Local variable also local, so we cannot access through static, write the code static. Local variables should get memory only if the method is called. When method is called, local will get memory, but if you declare a static, it should be get memory at the time of class loader or not. Simple point, simple word babu, local variable are get memory when method is called, but if you declare a static, then as a static rule that static variable get memory when class loaded. So this is the violating the construct, this is a violating the construct, so it will be compile time error. Okay, if you want to show it practically, then simple look the example, get more clarity, and to remove it, and to remove those things. Okay, and to remove I declare an example class, declare a class. Like example, here I declare a static variable, static int I equal to 10. Then I declare a static method, void void m1 method. In m1 method I declare a variable, local variable int p equal to 20. Then I want to try to declare a local variable and static int q equal to 30. Then I try to compile it. Simple compiler throw error. What is the error? Illegal start of expression. So that in this example we got that local variables cannot created by static keyword. Okay, cannot create a static keyword. So this is a compile time error. So simple point that we cannot, in local variable we cannot use static keyword. If you try to use or access the compiler through error, illegal start of expression. Okay, then another question also, simple student asked that question, that the variable created inside static method are static. The variable are created static method. The variable those are created in static method. The variable are created inside static method is static. That means suppose I declare a class static. This is a static variable or not? This is a static variable and this is the static method. If I declare in static variable inside a variable, this is not called static variable. This is called local variable. This is called local variable. Okay, and the variable created inside a non-static method, a non-static, those are also called local variables. Suppose I declare another method, non-static method, void m2, and inside the m2 method I write some non-static variable int x equal to 10. Then still it is also called x equal to 10. Still it is called local variable. Still it is called what? Local variable. Still it is called local variable. Okay, I think got clarity. Yeah? I think got clarity. This is also called local variable. Okay, then go to the next point. Then if I want to give the more clarity, then I have to give some conceptual. Then if you want to say that uh, uh, okay, then if you want to see the scope, the local variable lifetime scope. Then second point is lifetime lifetime and scope of local variable. Second point, local variable. Then local variable scope. Then what is the scope? What is the lifetime or scope of local variable? Simple that local variable get life only. Local variable get life only when method is called. When method is called, they have get life or get life, and this variable creation statement is executed and variable statement executed. It is destroyed automatically when method execution is complete. Simple scope is what? Uh, when method when methods called get life only and destroyed when automatically execution complete. When execution is complete. I think you understand. When execution completed is an execution complete. The scope is only within the method after the creation statement. Within the method. the scope. Outside the method, they had do not have scope. Okay, I think you understand this point. Simple. Method is get like when method is loaded, and destroy when method is complete the stacks execution complete. Last time, okay. This is all about the scope of local variable. Okay, then is static variable scope. Scope of static variables. Scope of static variable. What is the scope static variable? Static variable get life when class loaded and is destroyed whenever class loaded. Then it get life and it destroyed either if class is unloaded from the JVM or destroyed. Okay, I think you understand static variables get life when class loaded class loaded, and destroyed it is destroyed either 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 class is unloaded. Destroy either if class is unloaded from JVM, okay, or if JVM is destroyed and JVM is destroyed. Okay, the scope is throughout class, and also it is placed where the class is accessible. When class is accessible, it means wherever class is available, the static variable is available, providing is public. What is public? Simple. Static variable only class loaded. When time of class loaded, that time they get memory. If I want to get life and after the class unloaded from JVM, memory vanish. Simple example. Give an example. Suppose this is a class. I declare a class. Okay, I want to create a new class. Okay, Java. This I give a class name. Suppose I declare a class name. Example. Example one. In the class, I declare two static variables. Okay, I declare a static and x a equal to 10 equal to 10, and also I create a static variable, a static block, static void m1 method, void method. In the method, I want to access the static variable end variable x. And simply I write a by the name. First of all, save example. Simple I first want to try save it. Practice it. YouTube. Then class name. Same. Okay. Compile is easily compile and execute. The execute simple throw error because there is no main method. If it is main method, then it is happily execute. Then if you want to see the output, simple write a main method in this. After that, public static void main string array asks. I write a main method. In the main method and compile this, easily compile the compiler. Answer also get 10. Also answer you get 10 because there is no compile time error. Okay, there is no compile time error. Then if you want to access in the main method also, simple copy the code and right here this is good. Save it, run, easily run. There is no compile time error. Look at the answer 10. Okay, answer also 10. We also get the answer 10. There is no compile time error. That means the scope is within the class. After the class, if we compile, there is compile time error. So static variable within the class after class loaded, they get life. After class destroy, they can destroy. Okay, that's what is a non-static? Non-static different between non-static that non-static will get life on object creation. When object creation, the non-static variables, then simple scope of like simple scope of non-static variable. Scope of non-static variables. Non-static variable scope is what? Non-static variable scope is non-static variable get life. Non-static variable get life when object created. When object created, non-static variable get life and it is destroyed when object is destroyed. When object is destroyed, it's non-static variable get memory is destroyed. Okay, its scope is of object available through reference variable and available. Simple part. Okay, after object creation, it's get life and destroyed when object is destroyed. Simple point. Okay, I think you got it. Maybe right. I read get life when object created and destroyed when object is destroyed. When object is destroyed. When object is destroyed. Okay, when object is destroyed. This is the scope of the non-static variable. Okay. Then I want to keep some thing that is to understand next class. Okay. How many members we can define inside a class? How many members we can define inside a class? Then how many members? How many members you can define inside a class? Simple answer is 9 times. 9 times. If it is static, static members are what? Static members are basically static static variables, static blocks, static methods, static methods. Okay, static methods, and last one is what? Main method. You can define the class stat. Those are static members. If it is non-static, if it is non-static, if it is non-static, then you have created non-static variables, non-static variable, non-static blocks, non-static method, and constructor, and also constructor. Okay, constructor you can create constructor. Okay, those are things you can create. Okay, then simple. What is static variable? You know the static variable example static int a equal to 10. This is called static what? Static variable. What is my static block? Static block means simple open bracket and close bracket. This is called static. Static. What is static? This is called static block. This is static block. What is my static? This is the example of static block. Okay. And static method means a method is contains static keyword. static void m1. This is called static method. Main method, you know, main method for public static void main. This is main method. Okay. What is about, okay, non-static variable is what? Non-static, those variable doesn't contain static variable. This static keyword is called non-static. Simple int x equal to 20. This is the example of non-static variable. And what about non-static block? Non-static block means simple open bracket, simple open bracket, close bracket. This is called non-static block. And non-static method means simple declare a method without static keyword m1. This is called non-static methods. Okay, simple void m1. A constructor means class name and method name same. Suppose I have declare a class name, class example, and the constructor name is same, like example open bracket close. This is all about the members. Okay. Okay, those static and non-static method flow and execution more point I have elaborated the next video. Okay, this is for today. I think you understand very well this concept. That till the end of class you have get more knowledge in this video. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. And more update, subscribe, like, and share.